3 benefits that attract you to self-storage? And then like counter question to that would be, what are 3 mistakes that you think people don't look at or know to look out for when they're getting into a self-storage deal?
I always say it like this: if I have 800 tenants in a 100,000 square foot facility, right? But let's say your rent is $75 a month and I want to raise it by 10%, right? It's going to $82 a month, right? You're not moving out. You're not driving your truck there emptying out a 10 by 10 locker or a 5 by 10, whatever, for $7, right? But let's say you have an apartment that's $2,000 a month and I send you a rent increase to $2,200 a month. You might be like, hey, you know what, man? I might be able to go find a place down the street for $1,850. Right? I don't really need this balcony that I don't sit out on. You know, what I mean? like you start to think, right? It gets you to think. $7 a month isn't getting you to think. Okay. Now, let's say I have 800 units and I do that across 800 units once a year. I just increased my NOI by 10%. There's no apartment building in the country increasing their NOI by 10%, unless you've done some massive value add and you put, kitchens and baths or whatever, right? So you can do that on every facility, every year, every time, sometimes twice. So we have that unique ability to actually increase our value at a good clip. I love the industry, again, from the diversification of tenancy. In good times and bad, I still have attorneys putting their files on storage. I have contractors putting their excess materials in there. So, and this is how people store stuff. Some people actively store stuff and go in and use it, like the contractor who needs his materials. Some people put their stuff in there and forget about it for decades. The other thing is, you owe me $80 a month. You don't pay your rent. The day you're late, you can't get in, right? You want to come access your stuff, swipe your credit card. Pay your bill. Now you can come in, right? So you can't do this with a rental property. You can't do this with an apartment, right? I can't just lock you out because you didn't pay your rent. I have to spend 3 to 6 months trying to figure out a way to evict you. It's nowhere near saturated. There's just a ton of opportunity to still build.